Today I'm going to be sharing an Empties video with you, and I have a ton of stuff here. I've used up a lot of samples in the last month or so, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into the makeup products I've used up recently. So a couple of these things are not completely done, but they've gotten old and it's time for them to go because the consistency has changed and things like that. So the first thing that I have is this Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. I used a good chunk of it, but I don't, if you guys can see that, like there's this liquid, it's severely separated. And I've had it for about a year, so I stopped using it last month and moved on to the NYX eyebrow gel that I like just as well, and it's a little bit cheaper, so getting rid of that because it's nasty. Next up is the Benefit Erase Paste in No. 1 Fair. I've had this for a long time and I made a pretty good dip in it, but the consistency is really dry at this point and I don't really like it that much. There's other ones that I like better, and it's been a couple of years that I've had this, so it's time for it to go, and I didn't like it that much when I used it. Next up I have the Bare Minerals Lash Domination Mascara. This I really liked when I started to use it, but it has dried up for the most part at this point, and it wasn't a very big sample anyway, but it was starting to flake off onto my face when I was using it, so it's definitely time for it to go because that's just not a cute look for anybody. I also used up an eyeliner. This is the Urban Decay Eye Pencil in West, and this one I really liked. It was defining without being super dark and harsh. I have black on today, so that's a little bit more dramatic, but this one was nice. I don't like the Urban Decay liners as much as I like the NYX ones though, and NYX ones are so much cheaper. So I have a bunch of these just because I buy them in the sets when they're on sale, and you know, they're decent enough for that. Next up I have two primer type things. I have the Murad Oil Control Mattifier, which had SPF 15. This was okay. I didn't absolutely love it. I like that it has SPF in it, but I don't think it did a whole lot for mattifying like it claimed it did. It's supposed to be like a moisturizer type thing, but I used it as a primer as well. I don't know. It wasn't super mattifying for me. It didn't do a whole lot. I didn't notice a huge difference either way when I used it. I also used up a sample of the Jouer Anti-Aging Moisture Primer. This was okay. There wasn't a ton in here, so I only used it a couple times. It was fine. I don't know. I don't think I'd buy the full size of this. The other primer type thing I have was a sample of the Benefit Professional. It was a tiny little sample that just lasted me one use. I've used this before. I like it okay. I'm still playing with other primers and seeing if there's other ones that I like just as well, but this one's fine enough. Then I have three foundation samples. So I have the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This one was decent. I think I like my L'Oreal stuff better, but I actually bought the full size of this. I showed that in my last haul. I haven't used it yet, but I don't know. I liked it well enough. I wanted to try it. There was a sale, so I figured why not. Then I used the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo foundation. This one is in Light 48, which was too dark for me. And it was really thick and kind of cakey almost, but I liked the coverage. It had really nice coverage. So I don't know. I might look into that at some point, but I would have to figure out how to use it because it is very thick. A little goes a long ways with this one, but it was interesting. I liked the coverage. That was nice. Then I tried a sample of the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue in Vanilla. The color match was fine. I didn't really like this product that much though because it was too moisturizing for my skin. It almost felt kind of greasy on my face, and I found it kind of hard to blend in because it seemed to sit on top of my skin rather than blending in. So I have a couple more samples of these. I don't know if any of them match my skin tone, but I don't know. I hear a lot of people talk about how much they love it, but it just didn't work very well for my skin. Alright, next up I have a ton of face care products. So the first thing I have is something that I used up in my Finish by Cinco de Mayo. That is the Vasanti Brighten Up Enzymatic Face Rejuvenator. This I liked a lot more than I thought I would. I got it as a sample a long time ago from Birchbox or Ipsy or something, and I never used it. But then as I actually started to use it, I really liked it. It was more of a harsh exfoliator, which I kind of liked about it. And I would be tempted to buy a full size at some point when I get through some more of my face care products because it was actually really good. I liked the effect that it had on my skin. The other exfoliator that I used up was the Kate Somerville Exfoliate. I've used samples of this before and they were in little packets and I didn't like that so much, but I really liked this. I thought it was really nice and exfoliating without being too harsh. It smelled really good. I liked it a lot, but it's really expensive, so I don't think I would buy a full size of it. But if I got more samples like this size, I would definitely continue to use it because I liked it a lot. I'm just cheap when it comes to things like that. The other exfoliator that I have is the Peter Thomas Roth Firmex Peeling Gel Exfoliant. This I really like. So this is like a gel that you roll on your face and then it's supposed to kind of ball up and take off the dry skin off your face. And I thought it did a really nice job. My skin always looked nice after I used this. It made my skin feel really nice and soft, and it was really good. I don't know how much this costs. It's probably more expensive, So it's not something that I know is necessary in my skincare, but I really did like it. I tried out a sample of the Garnier Ultra Lift Miracle Sleeping Cream, and this was really, really good. It smelled really good. It felt really nice. I have a $2 off coupon from my Walmart beauty box when I got this sample, and I definitely think I'm going to pick this up at some point. It was really, really nice, and I don't feel like it was over-hydrating for my oilier skin, but I think it provides enough moisture, and my skin's going kind of through a weird phase right now that I'm breaking out a lot and I'm like really dry down here. So at some point soon I would like to pick this up because I don't have any thicker moisturizers right now, and this would be a good one, I think. Speaking of thicker moisturizers, this I used up because I wanted to get rid of it because it was older in my collection and we're moving into summer, so my skin will be oilier generally. This is the Serious Moisture Builder Hydration and Restoration Cream from Serious Skincare. This I got from my mom. It is very, very hydrating. It was probably too thick for my skin when my skin's oilier, so that might have been part of the issue of why some of the foundations weren't working as well. But it was really moisturizing, so if you had really dry skin, I'm sure this would be great. It wasn't the best for my skin, but I used it up and I liked it well enough. It did make my skin feel really nice after I used it. It was nice and plump and moisturized for sure. I got rid of this Mark for Goodness Face Antioxidant Skin Moisturizing Lotion SPF 30. It has blueberries and dark chocolate in it. My sister got this for me a long time ago, and it has a really cool pump, like the pump at the top. When you press it down, it squeezes out the top, so you don't have to like actually pump it out or anything. This I've had for a really long time. I used to really like it. I used it as SPF when I was outside with my nephews a lot one summer, but I've had it for so long that at this point it's bad. I looked at it and it looks really gross inside, so it is time to get rid of this. Alright, I used up a bunch of little samples. The first thing you've seen before is the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. I had 2 samples of these. I get them with little DHC catalog. This oil is fine enough. It works better than coconut oil at rinsing off, but I think coconut oil and this work the same at taking makeup off. I am trying the Boscia Makeup Breakup Cool Cleansing Oil or whatever that is right now, and I like that a lot. I think these are pretty equivalent to that though, so they seem to be about on the same level. I haven't purchased a full size of this. I don't know that I will, but they're decent enough. I also have a DHC Eye Bright eye cream, which was fine. That one and this one, this is the Philosophy Time in a Bottle for Eyes, and the More Pacific Future Response Age Defense Dual Eye Cream. All of these were just, they're alright. They, you know, do what they're supposed to. They moisturize under the eyes. They're not anything that left a huge impression on me that I felt like I needed to buy them, but they were decent enough. And then I used up this Elise Fountain of Youth Flawless Facelift. This was not impressive for me. I do feel like it did its job at like kind of blurring fine lines and things like that, but it was super, super sticky, and I felt like I could only use it at night because it was so sticky and thick, and I don't know. I was not impressed by this. It took me a really long time to try to use this up because I just wasn't a huge fan of it, but I wanted to use it up. The last 2 face products I have the Body Shop Tea Tree Skin Clearing Toner. This I got in a set from Ulta. I really, really like this. This is probably my favorite toner that I've ever tried, and it lasts for quite a while. It makes me feel like my skin is really refreshed. I feel like it does take out a lot of extra impurities and things like that. I need extra dirt on my face, so I would definitely purchase this again. And then I also used up the CVS Oil-Free Nighttime Cleansing Towelettes. These are the ones that are supposed to smell more like lavender, I think, but these were actually really nice. I haven't repurchased these. I have about 3 different kinds going right now from various things, but these were okay. I might repurchase them again at some point if I don't like the Walmart ones that I got recently. Next up, I have some body care things. So the first thing that I have, I've mentioned, I think maybe last month, is a little sample of the Soap & Glory Righteous Butter. This is a body butter that smells really, really good. I love this body butter. It is probably my all-time favorite. I have a bunch of these happening right now. I have a bunch that I got from HSN not too long ago, and this is my favorite scent of the ones I've tried so far though, for sure. It makes your skin very, very soft, very smooth and hydrated, and it doesn't take forever to sink in, which is nice, so I will definitely keep going back and getting more of these if I can find them because I love them. I tried out a sample of the Nivea In Shower Body Lotion, which I really didn't like all that much. You have to put it on after you shower while you're still wet in the bath or in the shower or whatever. And I felt like it was really, really sticky. It claims it doesn't have a sticky feeling, but it left my skin feeling really sticky, and it took a long time to soak in, and I would never buy the full size of this. It was kind of gross to me. I also used up a Saka Wan body lotion in Shiny Citrus. I got this in a Pop Sugar must-have box last summer. I liked the smell of this okay. I didn't like it that much at first, but it kind of grew on me. It wasn't as thick as I usually like lotions to be, but it was pretty nice. It moisturized really well. It sank in really fast. It sometimes irritated my skin if I'd shaved that morning. If I put it on that night, it would sometimes kind of irritate my skin, but it was fine. I liked it decently. I don't know that I would go to the effort of trying to hunt it down though. I also used up a Dove Winter Care Nourishing Body Wash. This is my absolute favorite body wash ever. I've gone through, I think this is maybe my third one, and they moisturize super, super well. I kind of noticed actually recently, I stopped using this and my skin is dried out a lot more than it was when I was using this. Like, I don't know, I have little dry patches on my arms, I guess. So, I don't know if this is still in stores now. I think they probably moved on from it now. I might go check and see if it's still there anywhere if I can find it, because I love this. So this was my last one. I'd bought a set of them last winter, I guess, and I love this stuff. This stuff is really, really good. Next up are two things from Dorco. So the first thing that I'm going to throw away is my Dorco Shea razor. So I've had this for about a year now and I really, really liked it, but apparently it got like gunky from my shave gel and the little prong that holds on the razor blade fell off, and so it won't stay anymore. So I need to buy a new one of these. But they're only like $5, I think, so at some point I will have to go buy that. But I love this razor, and also I finished up a set of the Dorco Shy, whatever it is, 3+3 razors, and these kind of flex with your legs and stuff, which I really, really like. These are super cheap. I think it's like $25 for 24 blades, and normally, you know, for 5 blades you pay $20, $15, something like that. So if you go on the Dorco website, this is a really good deal. I need to go in and buy a new one of these, obviously. I have another one that I got, like another razor I got from BzzAgent, but I like this one better. So I will leave a referral link for Dorco down below. It's 20% off for you, and I get a slight kickback if you order from there, but I highly, highly recommend it because these are super cheap and they are actually really, really good. I mean, this broke, but it lasted me a year, so I'm not going to complain about it because it's so cheap. The next thing that I have is a Wish Shave Cream in Blueberry that I got from Birchbox. I liked this. I wish there would have been more in the sample though. It was only filled about halfway, so I think it lasted me like 1.5 shaves, which is not that useful. I did like the consistency though. It was thicker, it stayed on my leg, it didn't wash off in the shower like a lot of shave gels do, which was really nice. So I don't know how much these cost because I don't know if it's really worth it. You can use cheap conditioner and it probably works just as well. So I don't know that I would ever go in and really buy the full size. It smelled really good though. And then I also used up a Dove Ghost Sleeveless deodorant. This one, there's another one that I like way better and I can't remember which one it is, but they've repackaged it, so I'm trying to figure out which one that one is. But this one is okay. It's not my favorite ever. It's fine though. Next up are hair care products, and the first thing that I have is a blow dryer. So this is the Revlon 1875 Iconic Ceramic Blow Dryer, but I don't know if you guys can tell this. My cat knocked it off the counter, and so now it literally broke in half here and like down here, so it doesn't seem super safe to use, so I'm just gonna throw it away. I did buy a new one that has a retractable cord. This one worked fine for me. I never had any issues with it. I don't really buy expensive hair dryers. I buy the cheap ones because they work just fine for me. So it was time for this one to go though, so I thought I'd throw that in there. Next up, I used up one of my favorite dry shampoos. This is the Batiste Dry Shampoo in Dark and Deep Brown. It has a hint of color. It helps when I have really dark hair, and this helps blend in a little bit better. Some other dry shampoos leave a huge white cast and it's really hard to blend in and make it look natural. So this one's really good. This is at least the second one that I've used of it. I like these a lot. I'm trying some other ones out right now, but this is definitely a top one for me. I think these are great for darker hair. Next up is my favorite hair care color right now, and this is the John Frieda Precision Foam color in Radiant Red, Dark Red Brown. This foam stuff I really, really like. In my last 2 hauls, you've seen about 4 of these, I think. They've been on sale at CVS a lot recently, so I've been picking them up. This color I like a lot. I dyed my hair that color most recently, but it's kind of faded out now. You can't tell as well, but I need to dye it again tomorrow probably. This stuff is really good. Its application is super easy. It's super fast. I only wonder if the color fades a lot quicker on this one than the other ones because I feel like I've been dyeing my hair more often with this one. But I like the color and I like the way that it applies, so I have like 3 of these sitting in my backup right now. I also used up a Living Proof Satin Hair Serum, which is a superior smoothing, frizz eliminating, shine creating serum, I guess. There was not a lot in here. It did not last very long, but I liked it. It made my hair feel really, really nice. My hair was a lot smoother and kind of straighter than it usually is when it dries naturally, which was nice. I don't know how much this is though, but I know the Living Proof stuff generally is a lot more expensive. I don't know, I need to go back and check out some more of their stuff though. And then I also used up a sample mask of the Fakai PRX Reparatives Argon Extract Mask. This I got in Birchbox. I've gotten 2 masks from Birchbox and I've loved both of them. My hair feels really nice after I use these. It feels nice and soft and smooth. It smells really good. So I might have to go check out these masks a little bit more because they smell really good. They make my hair feel really nice and I like them a lot. Next up are 2 random mouth care products. The first one is the Crest 3D White Luxe Glamorous White Mouthwash. This I did not like that much. I usually use the Listerine Extreme White. I don't know. I've shared it in past videos. And the Listerine one I like way, way better than this one. This one, it says that there's no alcohol, but it leaves like an alcohol-y tingle and it's really kind of uncomfortable to use. And so I don't think I'm going to go back and buy this one ever again. And I didn't notice that big of a difference in the color of my teeth, so I don't think it helps whiten my teeth that much. I also used up the Crest 3D White Luxe Glamorous White Toothpaste. This I do really like. This is the toothpaste that I tend to buy most often. I just opened a fresh one. I think I have another backup of it as well. I just like this toothpaste, although it does gunk up in the cap for me really, really badly, no matter how much I try to keep it clean. But I do like the toothpaste a lot. I don't know if it does that much for whitening, but it's fine. All right, last up I have the kind of random category of stuff. So I have 2 things from Scentsy that I used up, the wax cubes. I used up the Scentsy Christmas Cottage, which smells really good. This used to be one of my favorites. It is very Christmassy. It's very spicy smelling. I think I have 1 more of these maybe, but these are really nice for holiday times. I've been trying to use it up recently just because I had like only a couple of little bars left in it. But this is one of my favorite smells from Scentsy. We also used up a Scentsy Thunderstorm one. This one I do not like at all. My fiance used to really like this one, but it gives me a headache, so I made him use it in his computer room. Yeah, not one of my favorites. I personally wouldn't repurchase this one because it's too overpowering for me. And then I also used up a Scentsational Sizzlin' Cinnamon, and this is actually a really old one that I had. I got it from a student my first year of teaching, I think, and it smelled like straight up cinnamon. So the Scentsationals ones come from Walmart, I know, and the scents don't last as long as like the Scentsy ones, but they're fine and they're a lot cheaper than the Scentsy ones. But yeah, this one was okay. I used up a hand soap that I got from a student for Christmas. I think it might have been like Dawn and just sugar. That's what it smelled like anyway. But this was actually a pretty decent scrub. I used it for my hands a little bit, but mostly I used it in my shower on my legs, and that worked really well. So yeah, that was cute. That was nice to get a little gift from her for Christmas, but I used it up, so that's good. I used up a Lady Gaga Fame perfume sample. It smelled pretty good. I don't know that I would purchase the full size. I don't really remember what it smells like now, but it was decent. I also used up a Weekend Apple Picking Bath & Body Works soap. This one smelled really, really good. This is one of my scents that I liked more than a lot of other ones recently. Its scent wasn't too overpowering, but it was a nice kind of fall type scent. I would definitely repurchase these if they come out again next fall because I know it was a fall scent. And the last kind of random thing that I have that's a little bit different than what I usually have had is the CVS Cotton Facial Pads. And these, were 50 in there, but I cut them into 4ths because they were giant. So originally they look like this. So this is my other package because they were buy one get one free at CVS a while back. So they are this big to start out with. I cut them into 4ths and they're actually really thick. You could probably pull them in half if you really wanted to as well. I was surprised by how much I liked these. They work really well. They don't flake off or like peel off on my skin at all when I'm using toners. They take off everything that I need them to take off. Yeah, and you can, you get 200 out of a pack, and then if you can catch the sales like the buy one get one free, it's actually a really good deal. So I like those. I might go back to those again after I finish off these. So that is everything that I have used up in the last month and a half or so. I've been trying to go through my samples a lot more frequently and use up stuff that's almost done but not quite done and just get better about that so I don't have a lot of clutter. I would love to hear if there's things that you've used up recently that you've either loved or hated or have strong opinions on anything that I've used up recently. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.